to Just Vibing Vibes. Welcome. Let's talk about Love Island tonight episode. My predictions happened the way I said it was going to happen. I thought those guys are gonna lick that honey, but they're not gonna pick. But I was actually thinking, I would say Casey. Yeah, his name is Casey or Cassie. Casey. Yeah, let me pronounce his name correctly for once. Casey actually tricked me. Because at the point I actually thought he was going to pick Cynthia, because I know that him and what's her name's relationship was still new and it was not that strong. Let me tell you what I think when it comes to Cassie, God have mercy. When it comes to Cassie, is it Cassie or Cassie now? Cassie is a girl. Casey. When it comes to Casey with Cynthia stuff, I feel like he chose Claudia because of that whole thing whereby the couple saved them. Maybe all this time, maybe he's just a game player. Maybe all this time of him going around kissing Senna and then going to this, maybe because Kai really likes Senna, that's why he left her and went to Cynthia. Maybe all those time was for him to actually say, oh, now have played. Let's not be like, oh, him and this girl, they just came. So that way they will say they've really been tested and then they come back together. But anyway, I don't see them staying. I feel like if people are going to be voted out, it's actually them that I know lots of people want Olivia to be voted out, which I'm going to talk about that later, but I think that it's going to actually be him, because they're not going to tell you to choose who you want to vote out. They're going to say choose your favorite. And who is going to choose Cassie with Claudia again? Nah, people just felt pity for him. It was pity vote that he got them, but I guess he did not understand that he was having a pity audit and all of that, or edits or all of that. Okay, so Tom around convo. I actually knew yesterday that Tom was not going to choose Lydia. I already knew that. But that conversation just made me know that definitely he's not going to. And I do like the fact that Tom stick with what he said he was going to do. Because I feel like Ron was trying to let him know that, Sammy might be doing this. Sammy was trying to push him to actually choose Lydia. And to me, that was like, why are you doing that for? Let him do whatever he wants to do. So I'm happy that Tom decided to stick with what he wanted to do. I feel like Tom was just wanting to play the game. Tom loved to kiss new people and then stick with who he wants to stick with. That's what Tom has been doing since, and that's what Tom wants to do. That was that. Anyway, the whole recoupling thing, okay. So Casey decided to stick with Claudia. I feel like Love Island is a torture. I felt so bad for Cynthia. Oh my God, my girl she was trying, struggling so hard not to cry. Love Island is torture. Like, people that go to Casa Amor, they have mind. Like, if I would ever, not that I wouldn't even go to Love Island. I'm too even old now for Love Island. You know, it's like 22 years old that they sent to Love Island or whatever. But that's not the point. What I'm saying is this, right? If I were to ever go on a show like that, I am going to be a main cast. I would never be a Casa Amor cast. I would never be a bombshell coming in. None of that. Because that job is tough. It's not easy being a bombshell. Yeah, the guy's head might turn, but it's just work. What if he never turns? Like, people have already formed. No, I'd rather be a main character. Even if I'm sent home early, I'm sent home early. But main character, you have time to develop and you have time for people to actually say, oh, I like you, I like this one, I like that one. Main character or nothing, because God, it is hard, it is hard. It's torture. That show is torture. Like, I felt so bad for Cynthia, like so bad for her. Kai decided to couple up with Senam. Senam is a very beautiful girl. I don't know why when I saw the first picture, it was only Sammy that I didn't even notice at the lineup that I actually thought was beautiful. Because the Senam picture, when I went back to it, it actually looked good, but I don't know, she just didn't stick to me. And Lydia actually also looked good, but I don't know, it never stuck to me. And Cynthia one was horrible. Like, I don't know who took that picture. They didn't do her justice. But anyway, now that was good. I like what Kai said and he stuck to it. Olivia coming in with a guy. And then thought somehow she's India, trying to give India and Dami moments. If nothing, see, that guy has been trying. Nothing wrong with trying for fame. It's a good thing to try for. If you know what you want in life, you chase it. I'm proud of her. I'm proud of everything that she's done in her life. I'm not going to whatever. But the girl has watched the show. One thing with this is this: you have to be you. You cannot try to be someone else. You cannot try to be. So I think she tried to do the whole thing. She wants to make it seem like, oh, everybody in Casa Amor has been telling her that Kai is not that into her. So she tried to make it seem like, oh, I only went for this guy because, but you've already kissing him how many times? Girl, you not only go for him because you liked him, say the truth and shame the devil. But no, she wanted to form that attitude. Oh, now I can see. Girl, it's not giving. What you thought it was giving, what you planned for you to give, is not giving. You should have just been yourself. Say, yeah, I saw this guy, I liked him. People were saying that our connection and I thought about it is not real. Whatever the case is, it was so funny. It was laughable. Kai was laughing. I was laughing. Everybody was shocked because, like, what is happening here, girl? Please. Anyway, yeah, so Tom decided to stick with Sammy. I've talked about that. The girl in black, Layla, she was giving it to everybody. But then when it comes to her turn, when Tom decided to stick with Jesse, obviously she knew because Tom has already, Will decided to stick with Jesse. She knew because Will has already spoken to her. But she didn't give him the vimp that she's been giving, you know what I mean? What she's been giving to all the other people. She didn't give him none of that. I don't know if it's because Will was crying. Maybe she knew that Will was really loved. So she's feel like, I've given my moment. I'm going to get my 5 minutes of fame and all of that. So yeah, Will, I don't want to get into trouble with the public. So let me just let him be. And everybody's saying that, oh, Jessie, she said, I understand. Are you okay? Are you okay? That she was just, she's trying to be the girl that you can see. And sometimes, I don't know what's going to happen because I might have to eat my words tomorrow. But what I'm saying is that sometimes there's some shock that will happen to you. You cannot even talk. She has not processed it. Yeah, she was worried in Casamore. Remember, she's had a bad Casamore experience before. And she was worried in Casamore, but deep down, she felt like what they had was strong. I felt like what they had was strong. Imagine everybody, all the girls felt like what they had was strong. In fact, Lana was saying that she has no problem. For sure, she's sure that Will is going to be, everybody thought Will is going to be the one that's going to stick it out. But then he didn't. So what are you going to feel? People just feel like, I don't know why people want people to react the way that they think they're going to react in a situation. If they're in that situation, some of them will not even talk. Shock has not hit you before. When you're sure that when you did not expect it, you will behave like she has not even let it. You can see her face throughout the whole thing. She's not even let it, like, it's not even set. Like, honestly, it's not even, she has not even finished processing it. And that's the fact. So I don't think, and everybody say, oh, she wants the 50K. What is 50K to her? 50K is a lot of money to me, but to her, or 25K to her. Like, you guys are forgetting that this girl went on Love Island Australia. You think they don't have deals in Australia? I follow some of them. They have deals. They are every day. They are wearing bikini with a nice body. They're wearing bikini on these, all of that stuff, different things that they're saying. You think they're not making money? If Anna can buy a house and pay a mortgage off for her parents, I think she's able to buy a house, living a good life. You think she's not living a good life? Jessie was loved her season. So please, she's living a good life too. That 25K, she has it. I don't think that money is the issue. They come to this show for more publicity. Now, the amount of following that people get from Love Island UK, you cannot compare it to Love Island anywhere. Only this year that the Love Island producers have done them bad. Before, by now, they would have been going to, some of them would have almost been going to their millions by now. Or at least this year, people did not like them that much. Yeah, one person would maybe go to the million, like we would have been millions by now. And then the other ones would be like 500,000, 700, 800, 900. That's what it would have been. It's because they're not promoting nothing. We're not seeing them in the algorithm. That's why people are not following them. That's the truth. So please, they come here for more publicity, to get more following. So that way, that is it. More publicity, more like have UK fans now. That will increase their stock. That's why she's there, for more money, but not for the 50K. Now that part is wrong. Anyway, Sharks decided to stick with Tanya. We all know that Tanya was coming with Martin. Everybody was thinking that Martin is not interested in Tanya. And I don't know if he is or if he's not. Because sometimes you cannot judge people like that. But I know that Martin felt like crying. I don't know if people cannot read people's face. Who are like, oh, he does not care. Yeah, I said, thank you for bringing me here. He felt like crying because she was mugging him. Imagine you're standing next to someone and she was literally trying to give an essay for Sharks to still be open to her. So he felt a way, and I will feel a way. He felt a way. She was mugging him right there, and he felt a way. He might not care, but sometimes you might not even care about something. But my dear, your pride is your pride. Your pride, especially like if you're someone that nobody has ever turned down or treated that kind of way. So people are just used to people mugging them off and all of that. So that's their normal. That's what they expect. But when you're someone that you've never had that, I don't think he has. In my life, nobody has mugged me off. So if that kind of thing happened to me, do you know how I'm gonna feel? It's like the ground should open for me to enter. You can see him, his face was uncomfortable. He was almost about to cry. So let everybody be the way they want to be. That's what I'm gonna say. I can't wait for tomorrow's episode. I like what Shaq said. I like the fact that Shaq's back himself. Please, Shaq, just be done with him. I did wish that maybe Cassie chose Cynthia in. Then maybe Cynthia and Shax maybe start something and Cassie can go back to Claudia. But now, I don't know who Shax is going to couple up here. Now they're going to start looking for someone that is going to specially come for him. At the end of the day, I like Shax. I feel like he's a man, like he's an emotional person. I like who he has been. I know that there are some little things that he needs to change in his life. But you yourself, that is the judgy Tom, can you go on the show and see the kind of bad behavior maybe that you have that you don't even know that you have? He has some things that he's too emotional and he reacts. So those things he can address about himself. But him being emotional, I like that part. Just the reacting part, he has to reduce on that part. But those are the things he's going to watch himself over and he's going to work on that. So that's that for tonight's episode. Please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. I'll see you tomorrow night. It's becoming interesting. Bye-bye.